Hello YouTube! It is Robert here. I'm just driving to work, so this is car vlogs, whatever. I think with this one I am going to kind of turn it into a Flosstube car vlog, because why not? So this is going to be a tag by the left-handed stitcher. Shoot, what is her name? I'm drawing a blank, but I will link her blog posts and her YouTube down below, because for the life of me I just can't. Oh, Tricia, the left-handed stitcher. But I'll still link all of her stuff down below. So, hold on. See, I like coffee, but my drink of choice would be this Venom energy drink, and this is a new one that I haven't ever tried. It's black cherry kiwi. Actually pretty tasty. They're only 99 cents at most places. There's a gas station chain here that buy the unmarked versions, so the version that doesn't say 99 cents, and then they end up selling them for, I think, $2 for $2.50 or something like that, so they make a little more than 99 cents. But everybody else, every other gas station or whatever that I've gone to that sells it, sells the 99-cent version. So anyway, that's a little tirade, that's off topic. I apologize. This is pumping through my veins. So anyway, so Tricia, the left-handed stitcher, does all of these awesome tag posts and things. If anybody else knows of any other YouTuber or blog or whatever that does tags, please comment them down below. Let me know, because I've found that I really like doing these tags. They give me something to talk about that, you know, kind of keep me on track, so to speak. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. I'm wearing shorts. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Again, off topic. So, hold on. Alright, let's get into this. It's a very short one, which is why I chose it to do in the car, because whatever. Very short, sweet, to the point. So this is called Every Stitch Counts tag, and let's get into it. So, favorite DMC color threads. Until recently, I think my favorite was obviously the cotton threads, and color. Favorite DMC color threads. Okay, so until recently, I didn't have a favorite color, and I need to get I forget what it's called, Stitcher's Magic or whatever. It's that wax that you put on your threads so they don't twist and tangle and knot up and whatever. So I need to get that, but until recently I didn't have a favorite color. I've noticed with my Wizard of Oz piece, and then as you'll see on Friday, I started on the Queen Fairy piece, and I've noticed that I really don't like light colored DMC flosses. Excuse me. And the reason being is the coverage just isn't there for some reason, and I am not sure why, but it seems like it doesn't cover as well as some of the darker or medium dark shades. Like I was stitching with what color was it? Oh, this really dark brown, and I can't remember the color. I'll link, or I'll write it out in annotations or whatever, what color it was, but it's on the Queen Fairy. So on the Queen Fairy, I started basically top left corner on her wing, one of her wings, and that is a very light blue, which I'm finding the coverage is okay, but it's not great, and I'm finding that I'm having to fiddle with it and having to do a little bit of railroading, which I absolutely hate railroading, which is another reason why I was thinking that Stitcher's Magic, or whatever it's called, that everybody's using, might be a good option to try. But the coverage isn't great. It doesn't look bad by any means. It's just, I'm a perfectionist, and so the coverage doesn't look great. But part of the piece, the part that I was stitching, had some of her hair, and her hair is this really, really dark, like mocha brown or whatever. Again, put it in annotations. And the coverage on that is absolutely amazing. And it's the same amount of flosses. You know, it's 2 strands. So I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is. So I would say dark colors. I don't have a specific favorite exact color, but dark colors would be my favorite. Excuse me, which then leads me to least favorite color, and that would be the lighter colors, the whites, the light blues, the light lavenders, light yellows, those kinds of things. I just, for some reason, the coverage just isn't there, and I don't know why. Over or under when it comes to toilet paper hanging on the roll? I am an over guy. I need my toilet paper to go over, and I don't know why. It's just one of those things. I've always been like that. So if I'm anywhere that I'm able to, I switch the toilet paper around. So if I'm visiting somebody's house and I see that it's in there going under, then I switch it around so the toilet paper's going over. So I don't think anybody that knows me other than my husband watches my videos, so if you do and I change the toilet paper around and you're an under type of person, I apologize, but for whatever reason my OCD won't let me walk out of the bathroom until I fix it. So, moving on. When do you cross stitch for people? If not, why? Bad past experiences. Right now, I haven't really cross-stitched a whole lot of pieces for people, specifically. Here recently, I've had ideas and things to stitch some pieces for people, and it's for a varied reason. One, my sister's having a baby, so I wanted to do birth announcements. But I've had ideas to do things like cards, like birthday cards, that kind of thing. So I may do that, and we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So if not, was it because of a bad past experience? No, I haven't had a bad past experience when it comes to stitching. It's just I've never had the idea to do it, and I think the reason is because I am such a procrastinator on things like gift buying, that by the time an event comes around or whatever, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go and buy so-and-so a gift, and so then I just go buy it rather than make it. I'm trying to change that. You know, I'm the crazy person that goes out on Christmas Eve to finish up my shopping. But whatever, it happens. So moving right along, are you a stomach or a back sleeper? I'm primarily back sleeper, but mostly I sleep on one of my sides. I don't know why. I feel most comfortable if I'm sleeping on my side. Kind of in the fetal position almost, which is weird, but it is what it is, I guess. Then, moving along, does anyone poke fun or tease me for cross-stitching? No, nobody's poked fun. Nobody teases me. I've got a lot of coworkers and friends and things that know that I cross-stitch and whatever, and nobody makes fun or teases me for it. So, is there a subject or theme or topic that I have yet to find in a pattern? No, not really. There's a lot of stuff that is covered. You know, I really like Harry Potter, and there's a lot of Harry Potter. I like Wizard of Oz. There's a lot of Wizard of Oz. I like some of the morbid Halloween-y type themed stuff, and there's a lot of that. I like Christmas. There's a lot of that. So I haven't found any that isn't out there, if that makes sense. If you had asked me a couple weeks ago, I would have said, well, probably more than that, probably about a month ago, if you had asked me the same question, I would have said, like classic art pieces, because, you know, I want to stitch like the Mona Lisa and some of Monet's water lilies and some other things like that. And at the time, I couldn't find very many. I had come across a graph online on Google, on a Google search. It was a free picture graph thing for Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, but it was small, and I think the piece would only measure something like this by like that, which I think would be fine, but I kind of want a bigger piece. Well, I have since found several stores and things on like Etsy and Amazon and eBay and whatever else that are selling those classic art pieces, done as a graph. So there's like, you know, Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night and Monet's water lilies and the Mona Lisa and all of that kind of stuff. And so now, no, there isn't something I haven't found. That was a long-winded whatever. Favorite needle minder? I would have to say I don't own any needle minders. I would like to get some, but of the Flosstube kind of family, I've seen a lot of really nice ones, and one of them, and I, for the life of me, can't remember her name, so I'll have to annotate and link her down below. She's in Australia, because I've watched her videos, and she does a lot of sals and stuff and shows them, and she recently just finished, I think it was called Firefly Fairies, but again, I can't remember her name, but she had gotten, I think it was her, had gotten a needle minder that was Dorothy's ruby red slippers, and I thought that those were absolutely beautiful, so I think that is one of my favorites. Then, best cross-stitch deal I came across. For example, was it a pattern that was out of print, or a stash or skeins of yarn, or not yarn, floss? Best deal. Well, I would have to say one of the best deals that I have come across right now, and it wasn't like an out-of-print pattern or anything like that. It was the Wizard of Oz piece. I just happened upon this store on Etsy when I was just browsing random prints and stuff that people had created, and all of that kind of stuff. And I came across this Etsy seller that had something like 400 or 600 different charts for sale on, I'm going to assume it's a woman, so I'm going to say her, but it had so many different charts, and they ranged from things like Mona Lisa to cross-stitch charts based on photographs like Elvis Presley and Marilyn Monroe, and I mean, there was just so many beautiful things. And then I saw that Wizard of Oz piece. Now, she was asking, it was either I can't remember, I think it was $4 or $5 a piece for these patterns, which isn't bad by itself. But then I noticed on her channel that, or not her channel, on her shop, that she had a sale. And I'm gonna link her Etsy store down below because it's just awesome. But she had a couple of sales going on. It was 3 for, I think it was 3 for 9 or 3 for 10, something like that. And then she had a 5 for 12. Well, obviously I had not a hard time at all coming up with 5 patterns from her store, so I got them for $12 instead of 4 something. So I would say that that was my best find or best deal that I came across. And then last question, one fun fact about me not related to stitching. One fun fact, I am an avid binge watcher of Netflix. So if I come across movies or TV shows or whatever that I really like, I binge watch them like crazy. So while I'm stitching, I'm watching, you know, as I fall asleep, I'm watching whatever. So I think that wraps it up. I'm almost to work, so I will catch you all on Friday for Flosstube. And I've got a lot of whips and things to show you. So until then, take care and happy stitching.